Nyle, in your talk today with Dr. Wright, there were beautiful evocations of the power of agency and activism and how we so often see joy erupting when young people own their agency and act. And I guess what I want to press you a little bit on, why do we think we see this joy erupting when young people own and act on their agency?
Sure. Number one, I think people don't want to be oppressed. I think it's a very basic notion, but an important one. Even those of us who have internalized all manner of oppressions, I want to believe at least that there's something in them that doesn't like the conditions under which they're living. And that's why some of us step out into the streets and do something about it. So number one, I think people don't like to be oppressed. But the other point is that I think joy erupts in that moment when you realize that something else is possible. Oppression can sometimes feel so overwhelming and so all-consuming that our imaginations become so limited that we can't even imagine a different kind of world, a different kind of country, a different kind of Yale, whatever, and so on and so forth. And so I think that joy comes in a very embodied sense when folks come together collectively to fight back oppression, but then to imagine something differently altogether. And there's a theological point there to be made if we do believe that God created the world for us to flourish. And when I say us, I don't just mean even human beings, I mean for the earth to flourish. And so what does it mean to take up our agency in ways that actually enact the will of God? Right here, right now, not in just an otherworldly sense, in our streets, in our communities. And I think people feel that joy because they're participating in what Dr. King would call building the beloved community.